We got some fans coming through, say what's up to the crew, and that's how we do. I want to talk about the production on Travis's album for sure.
Fire. Fire.
Touch on that.
I like the YG's album.
YG, I didn't hear it yet. So we just wanted to invite you guys and just say what's up. I see you got the
I just
Gary
noticed
V's.
that Glam got a fucking pink do-rag on, bro.
And I got pink shorts.
But we're kind of
We're in sync. This is, you didn't get the memo? What about you? No, my man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I get more credits. Like, it's slow for me right now.
Credits in terms of what? Yeah.
Placements. Like I got a couple, but I'm like hungry for more, please.
Okay, so let's start there. How did you get your, what was the first, Kevin Gates? How'd you get that placement?
I sent a couple beats to a rapper. I sent them to Young Roddy, I think. And 2 months later, he got back to me. He's like, yo, we record to them, fucking with your beats. We want to put you on this new album that's coming out. And he got Kevin Gates on the track. And
so who's he? Who's Young
Roddy?
Yeah. He's a producer?
He's a rapper. He's Currency's main man.
Okay.
Yeah, so he got Kevin Gates on the track in college. And I was on XXL magazine for that.
Oh, so he did a verse for your boy.
Huh?
Kevin Gates was featured on your boy's song.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
so it wasn't an actual Kevin Gates song.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow Kevin Gates if you're not already, and like shoot him a message. Be like, yo, what's up? I did the track with Young Roddy. I got more beats. You know what I'm saying? Like hit this link, or like, yo, I got more beats. If you need some, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you kind of get your foot in the door. Is like, he'll see, there's a chance that he might see that and be like, yo, okay, word, like I fuck with that, let me hit him back, you know, because you just got to shoot your shot.
Let's keep working with Young Roddy.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, you know what you should do? Do an EP with him. Do an EP with him. Be like, yo, Roddy, let's do a fucking EP.
That's why he has connections to get
He calls
bigger
him from time
artists.
to time, yeah.
So you should develop your relationship with him. Like, feed him beats, because you never know. You know, it was easy for him to have these relationships with, you know, Smoke Dizza and such and such. You never know what other relationships he has, and then the beats that you feed in him, you never know.
You don't gotta talk.
Get featured on, and then that just keeps putting you in a room with these people, and then eventually you will come and talk like,
you get in the conversation without even being there, because people are already passing it on for you.
So I think definitely what Ill is saying as far as that, but also like develop with that artist that got you those placements, because he clearly has a network. Keep building with him while you do utilize other resources, like, you know, finding out who, because sometimes, you know, we always say the artist is so busy that someone else handles the business for them. So it's trying to figure out who is that other point person that can get you into that circle, you know, but definitely build with that.
If you were like miscredited on something, how would you go about fixing that?
So miscredited, and like they didn't put your name at all, or they spelled your name wrong?
Somebody else was credited for what I did.
So who, you need to target the source. So who got you the placement, basically? Okay. So go to, I don't want to put your business out there, but that person, if that's your go-to person, then you need to either hit them up directly, have a conversation, be like, yo, what happened? Okay. Right? But a good layer of protection is to have an attorney.
Streaming now, you know, it is becoming important to show that information. You know, I think that's why a lot of people like Tidal, and you know, I kind of use all the streaming services. I'm not gonna lie, I use Apple Music more just because it's on the iPhone and it's just super convenient. Easy.
Yeah,
it just works. But I do like Tidal, and I like the fact that Tidal has the credits, because you know, we have a lot of producers that we had on the show that are on these albums. So, you know, I like to see and be like, oh, Seven worked on that, or such and such. I think it's important. You know, I think, like you said, check the source and follow up.
I mean, a way to avoid it in the future is to just let them know ahead of time. Like, because you want the client to be fully aware of what they're getting themselves into. Like, they're not going to just use your studio and then whoever's tracking it, they don't know if that person cares to receive credit. So you want to make it known in the beginning, set that precedent, like, oh, by the way, I'm blah, 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 and I'll be doing the, you know, running the session today, and these are my credits if this makes any, like, be very clear about it in the very beginning.
But past that, like, what kind of stretch goals, or where should I really be, you know, looking to grow past? You know, that's what I'm trying to look at now, because I still got 2 years of school left, and after school I'm trying to, like,
Take it away,
So
Fred.
being that I work at the studio, I do this a lot. So, you know, one of the things that I would say is there's nothing like real life experience. You know, especially having like an internship at an actual studio, you know, where real life happens, you know, where you are put in situations where you got to show your work ethic. I think that goes a long way. What I would say, I'm a college dropout, but I went to school for something completely different than music, so I'm glad I actually didn't finish. But you know, you being in school, that's cool. You know, you can do the liberal arts thing and learn the music theory while you incorporate that in the real life world and get hands-on experience in, you know, the studio. I would say just keep building there and utilizing that place to help you develop relationships with artists, you know, and managers, you know, other creatives, because that's what's going to help you go.
Yep. Like, these are the years where you should just keep building with people, keep doing what you've been doing. Like, there's no rush.
You know, knowing the music industry and business side of it will also help you in the long run, even with your production.
I've always just did my own shit, so I mix my own shit, master mostly master my own stuff, but you could do it all on your own.
Pleasure,
I just want to say, huge inspiration.
Word.
How do you sort of like motivate your peers? Like, yo, let's get this, let's elevate this. Like, what advice would you give for?
Honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but just be yourself. Okay. If you're the type to be motivated in yourself and be driven, then because you're driven, the people around you will become driven as well. So there really isn't like one thing necessarily. It's more just, if you're driven and focused and you're a good person and you're working with other people, that energy will start to, you know, dissipate to them as well, and you'll just kind of bring everyone together in that way. It's almost like being a leader without knowing you're a leader. Okay. You're really just focused on your craft, and they see it. They're like, oh wow, he's in there 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day, and he's active on social media, and he's doing this, and he's never late, and he's, you know, consistent. They'll start seeing that and start feeding off of it. You know what I mean? So, just gotta set an example. That's the best way to do it. Yo, make sure y'all connect with each other too. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like, okay, the kits,
or Cole or whoever, you know?
You feel like the kits you put out made it easier for you to like collaborate with people too? Was that a thing?
No, not necessarily, because all of the collaborations are with producers that respect me, and I respect them. Yeah. And it's more of like a peer thing, as opposed to, let me just like fuck with Illmind just because. You know, it's a lot of building that I had to do to get the respect. And then once I had the respect, I had to work extra hard to have the right music to put myself out there, and then be patient. You know what I mean? This shit took a long ass time.
How often you in the studio with the actual artists?
I try to be in there as often as possible. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I'm here and there in LA, and I just have to work mobile. You know what I mean? But most of the time I'm there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kitchen music.